Where am I?
Mr. Sanders, you have to come with us.
No, please. I can't leave here.
You got no choice, Sanders, and neither do we.
You don't understand. If I go out, he'll see me. No, no!
You're leaving this cell.
Please. I don't want him to find me.
Oh, that's spooky. How come I can't reach? Oh. I got the green gas. I can sleep. I got a choice to sleep. All right, let's sleep. All right, clean it up, Angry. Get that cleaning on. Alright, are we in an insanatorium? Mental institute? And is this a dream, or is this real? Nothing to pick up, nothing to investigate. He is super limpy. This guy's getting me dizzy.
They tracked and hunted me, pursued me right into their dreams. They scrawled all over their maps in the wake of my lonely wanderings.
Why are you just looking at me? Oh, they're all looking at me. That one's holding a finger. This one's getting choked out. This one's also holding his finger. I am getting so dizzy with his hobbling.
No sea is dark enough to hide the color of my blood. No wind strong enough to scatter my dreams.
What is happening?
When the last of them rises up, you will choose. I will not be here to bear witness to it, because you will have released me. But the earth will resound to your cries, or theirs. Awaken and free me.
You there. Wake up. Come on, stand up. We don't have much time. Can you stand up?
Who are you?
A friend of Ethan Bradley. It was he who told me that you had been interned here.
Wait. Bradley is really alive? I don't understand. You filled me so full of drugs I can't distinguish dream from reality.
Please believe that I have nothing to do with these disgraceful treatments. Look, I don't have time to explain everything. I'm not really supposed to be
It is a
here.
Leviathan.
And the same goes for you, according to Ethan. You must leave as soon as possible, and as unobtrusively as possible. I've brought you your clothes. Let me go ahead. We'll meet upstairs.
Wait a minute. What's going on here? What do they do to the patients to make them so terrified?
I would really like to know. I only see them when they are brought up for medical treatment, for problems they didn't have before going downstairs. But this is neither the time nor the place to talk about that. We must not stay here. There are 2 men standing guard near the stairs. It's the only way to the floor above. I shall try to distract them, and get at least one to come with me. All you need to do is to follow me as soon as the way is free.
Understood.
I got one question. Okay, that was my one question. Looks like a pleasant room. We got Mr. Giggles going off. Oh, this is the guy they took.
Am I in an asylum?
Good thinking, genius.
Sarah. What did they inject him with?
They just left the needle there.
Sarah Hawkins is on this list of authorized visitors. What did he write about the painting?
He said they're cursed. Can't you read?
Why the strange symbol repeated over and over? What does this mean?
What does it all mean? What does it all mean? Why don't we grab that as a weapon? There's a freaking needle, man. Look, you can have scissors. You grab all sorts of things. That guy's pacing around.
If I don't get out of here, I'll end up like him.
That guy's in a body bag.
Poor wretch.
Look, it's dinner time. Just sitting out here getting cold.
I would like to say that I'm surprised to see you, but we all know that your curiosity will be your ruin.
I don't understand. These people need care. You keep them in this terrible place as if...
Go back upstairs where your patients are waiting for you to treat them. As for you, gentlemen, do not disappoint me anymore. No one enters or leaves.
Yes, Doctor.
When an enemy suspects your presence, the white marker appears. Marker changes red if they chase you.
I'll have to find a way of getting rid of those 2 myself.
I told you not to let her come in. I know.
Oh, so I hide in here. You couldn't stream today? Oh, apparently I get scared inside of that room. That little closet. Oh my gosh, I started to get scared? What? Well, I couldn't have watched you anyway. He must be claustrophobic. Yeah, he was like freaking losing it.
The machine is working again, but the control wheels haven't been put back on.
I was just going to the storage room. I can bring them to you.
No, Dr. Fuller doesn't want us touching the pressure valves.
Where do I need to be
As you
going?
want. I'm gonna see if there's sleeping pills left. They've run out again upstairs.
Put a few aside for me, will you? And above all, leave the wheels where they are.
Create a diversion. Oh. Okay, they're leaving somewhere.
Good God. What could this machine be used for?
According to his record, the patient seems to suffer. The patient seems to be suffering from psychosis. He gouged his own eyes out in an attack of delirium.
What is going on here? It's an ammeter. I didn't expect to see one on this little rock.
I don't know what an ammeter is. This place is going to be too big. There's a closet to hide in again.
Is there a connection between this corpse and the machine?
Perhaps.
The corpse is complete.
Oh,
Whose are these limbs?
there's just a couple of limbs. It's an instrument for measuring electric current in amps. Oh, I've never heard of it named that way. Ammeter.
This machine seems to consume a great deal of electricity. This is madness. Are they seriously thinking of transmitting the properties of this meat by electric current?
Meat? What? A lot of flies in here.
Worse and worse.
Don't pick up any weapons.
What's the connection between this meat and the electrical installation?
Ammeter is an abbreviation of ampere meter. Oh. Oh, there's a secret clue somewhere. I've never heard of ammeter. Ammeter? Ammeter. Ammeter? Ammeter? Ammeter. Why am I not seeing the secret clue? Anybody seeing it? It's the same name in German. Oh. Oh, it's right there.
Do the cops know what's going on?
This bloodstained badge belongs to a dark water police officer. What was he doing in the cellars of the Riverside Institute? I found it.
What will happen if I increase the current to the limit?
I don't know. Do we want to mess with that right now or keep searching? But you're right. The term isn't used very often. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not crazy. I don't think I've ever heard it, even that term at all. Archives. Oh yeah.
Zoology, esotericism, mineralogy, and a full shelf on cephalopods.
Cephalopods.
Sarah Hawkins.
That's octopus.
She was a patient here.
She was interned at Riverside for fits of insanity a while before her death. She wasn't at her first attempt to fire at the mansion. That's a weird way of saying it. Her fire at the mansion wasn't the first attempt. Is this a closet to hide in? Pretty narrow.
Dementia? Self-inflicted wounds?
Document attesting to the fact that Irene Sanders, wife of Francis Sanders, had her husband interned after he had shown grave signs of madness.
Anatomy, anthropology, nothing surprising.
I just want to check if this really is a yep, it's a hidey hole. Oh, I'm so scared. Oh! What the heck, man? What are you scared of?
Burns me. I will not eat it anymore. Never again.
turn out the lights or something. I don't want to flip these switches. I'm not. Ah!
This way.
He was right there. He couldn't see me. Just FYI. Maybe I do want to turn the lights out. I have my lantern still. You're kidding me, right? Okay. Why not? Can I like knock him out?
Have I activated anything?
I don't know. Have you? Or have I reactivated anything?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not 6. 4, 5.
All right.
This way.
Oh, for frick's sakes, dude.
You there.
My calculations
Create a diversion. Alright, let's activate this event again.
This way.
Please don't tell me he's gonna come in here.
Is there anybody here?
Yeah, you got a patient that reaches and grabs at people. Maybe you should take care of that. Oh my gosh, he's gonna come in here! You stupid, stupid game.
Hey.
I guess we'll just avoid that entirely. What's this guy doing? Where did he go?
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, not 6. 4, 5.
Oh, you know what oh, there's the...
I think I got the right date. My calculations are always right. It's the date. It's dates at this that's the problem. I don't know what this date is. But the calculations, they're right. 4 days, maximum. 5 at the most.
I imagine there's something important that I need through here. This is his path, but perhaps not. Nope. It's just his path. How come he doesn't grab the guard? Look, I could have a saw. I could have all sorts of weapons. I am a pacifist.
Welling up inside me.
Everybody
I feel
knows
in
it.
my head and in my body. He roars and swells and has strength of oceans. His waves rise and crash, leaving behind them only a trail of white, nourishing foam. He is my
Hope nobody walks this path.
If I do not stop, he does not catch me. If he does not catch me, I do not sleep. I do not see him. I do not hear him. He does not call me. He does not call me.
Nobody walks this path.
If I walk, I do not stop. If I do not stop, I catch him. If I catch him, I sleep. If I sleep, am I dead?
You. Yeah, you there. Come here. I don't know what you're...
What do you want?
Sleep. That's all.
Sleep?
Oh, you're right, I can lean.
You don't want to leave?
No. Have you seen the storm that's brewing? I'm fine here. Except for one problem.
You want sleeping pills, right?
Yeah. And in exchange, I can make noise. Lots of noise.
You'll draw the guards to your cell to allow me to escape.
So, you in? Find something to make me sleep, and I'll take care of the guards for you.
Is it the noise that disturbs you?
No, it's the nightmares. We all have them here. That's what wakes us up. And afterwards, there's no way to get back to sleep.
I'll find you some pills.
Go look in the storage room. There must be sleeping pills there.
Hey, why don't I have my sleeping pills already? Because I still have my lighter and my lamp, or my lantern. These are all just hiding places which actually don't work if they're onto you. I don't know where the storage room is. I think there's a guard right. Thought I saw a guard. Oh, right there. Hello, guard. Is he asleep? I know. I'm a pill pusher. I can't tell if he's dozing and I can just go by him. No, his eyes are open, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so let's see. We can go fiddle with the electricity machine. Which was that way. The exit is that way, and I think they said the lady said there's 2 guards there. Yep. Okay. There's a hidey hole.
It's locked. The green gas leaves from here, and it runs through the whole building.
Green gas. Don't fail this. Why do I have a lockpick? Oh, I got it.
Perfect.
They really let me have all sorts of things, didn't they? Well, we can flip that switch.
It's locked.
You don't say.
It's done. Now for the others.
What? For what others? What am I doing? Oh, great. He's gonna get spooked in here. Oh, I hate walking through this, or crawling through this. Oh, I'm gonna die. Dude is so claustrophobic, it's insane.
This lever must turn on the gas machine. There's nothing happening. The control wheel is missing.
I got bolt cutters.
This valve controls the pressure.
I'm guessing this is like an alternate way of creating a diversion instead of giving the guy sleeping pills. Dr. Full, I've repaired your machine as best I can. However, the piping has been damaged and I fear the gas is escaping and cannot do any more in such a short time. All I can do is warn you, if the equipment is put under too much pressure, there's a risk of explosion. Heck yeah, there is. That's what I like to hear.
The control wheel is missing.
Well, then find one. Do I have to like turn all the wheels and create enough pressure with the wheels? I don't see any more. Oh, what's this? Note to staff, last week's incident caused significant damage to the infrastructure, putting a stop to current experiments. This is unacceptable. From now on, the wheels... Ooh. The wheels to operate the gas stopcocks must be kept in the storage room after each use. Moreover, you must keep the register of use up to date. So everything I need is in the storage room. Whether it's sleeping pills for the man or the wheels to make an explosion. Come on now. This heavy tome, the first in a series of 3 volumes, is the bedside book of every experienced practitioner. Contains all the recent advances in modern medicine. It's frequently found in libraries of major medical universities. It's surprising to discover a copy in such an isolated place as Darkwater. Level up, baby. Oh, there's a secret clue somewhere. Oh, crap. Dude sees me. I hear running. Why did I hear running? Yikes. I don't know where that guy is that was walking around. I need to find that secret clue though too. There it is. Oh, it's a
I
wheel!
could use this control wheel to turn the valve I saw.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's a secret wheel.
Now for the next step.
It feels like the pressure's up. The pressure's down. Alright, we want it the other way. Pressure's up. Pressure's up. That one's up. And we're missing, we gotta get one more wheel, right?
There's nothing happening.
I know. I was just hoping. Blow this place up.
Exactly what I need.
Why? Crap. Oh, please pick this lock, dude.
Perfect.
Close that door. Oh, there's a freaking dude right there. Oh my gosh. There's a secret clue nearby, too. They're so oblivious. I guess they're about as oblivious as me. I want that hammer. Where's the secret clue gonna be? The wheel. I want the sleeping pills though now. Can I climb that ladder? No. He saw me.
Where do they keep their sleeping pills? Scopolamine F. There's no such thing. They've created derivatives of all common medicines.
Come on, show yourself.
Small bottle sleeping pills probably used on patients who have trouble sleeping to find slumber.
My new friend's sleeping pills.
Okay, so I've got the wheel and I've got the sleeping pills. Maybe I need both. A colossal work of an aristocrat from a long generation of physicians resulted in this encyclopedic work on medicine in the past century. More complete than older works, it sometimes mentions in detail certain methods from Asia and Africa. Cool. Cool. It's all cool. I don't know the path this guy takes. Is he coming here? Sir. Or does he come in here? F. No, no. Shut the door. Hope they don't follow me this far. Ba ba ba. Spinning the wheel. Pressure up. Now let's blow it up. Maybe? I don't even know, man. Oh, I don't need to give the man...
Hide before the guards see me.
Hide where?
Is somebody here?
Hell's teeth. Fuller's gonna think we...
Ah, we got some more mental trauma. In the tunnels under Hawkins' mansion, Pierce witnessed the disemboweling of Officer Bradley by a man with a monstrous appearance. The men in gowns and their rituals had not succeeded in infecting the veteran. However, the brutal death of Bradley and the discovery that identifying his killer, whom he recognized as the dead Charles Hawkins, as well as the latter's superhuman strength, managed to strike fear into him. Pierce still does not know if he should believe what he saw. He may even put these visions of horror to the shock caused by the death of Bradley, or he may put it down to the lack of oxygen provoked by the rockfall. You just never know. I got 5 points. Let's see. I can get psychology up. Charles Hawkins. Charles Hawkins is alive despite its crude and deformed appearance. This thing looked like Hawkins. He attacked Bradley after he recognized him. What could have happened to Charles on the night of the fire? I've never seen Major Burns' victim in such a state. Something's not right. Officer Bradley's female friend works as a general practitioner in the Riverside Institute. She had figured out long before I arrived that Fuller was involved in illegal activities. She wants to shed full light on the nature of his experiments and believes that helping me to solve the Hawkins case could advance her own investigation. Clues. We read that, we looked at that, we saw that, we saw that. Inventory. I got that, got my stuff, got this. Okay. Also, we got some knowledge. Some medicine books. Are these guys gonna... They don't even chase me. They see a guy dash away. They don't even come chasing him. Goodbye. Sorry, sleepy pills, man. Maybe I should, like, search more stuff. Like this. Oh, this is the poor man that got taken away.
Doctor, is that you?
Don't you worry about the doctor. Right now, he'll have plenty to keep him busy with his precious machine. It gives us time to get away. I'll undo you.
Get away? Get away where? I can't go anywhere. It'll find me, like it found me here. You're mistaken about the beast. Don't stay with me, or you'll end up the same way.
What is the exact nature of the beast you're running away from?
You've got instinct, a sensitivity for the invisible. It puts you in danger. The creature that is pursuing me is not from our world.
After what I've seen so far on this island, I'm ready to believe you.
Don't do that! Do not believe. Or you'll end up like us all.
What happened to you, Sanders?
The real culprit is Sarah. Her and her accursed paintings.
You're kidding me. You're talking about Sarah Hawkins.
The one and only. The legendary. There is no artist more enlightened or cursed than Sarah Hawkins.
In her office, I saw signs of a ritual, perhaps an invocation. These things, that's what makes you say she's cursed.
You're wrong. It was not an invocation, but a revocation. But she failed. And that's what counts.
What's going on this island?
I'm so sorry. We should never have met.
What are you talking about?
Destiny! It has trapped you. No, don't let it see you, or you won't be able to escape it. Don't look at it. That's how it finds you.
What finds me?
Sarah Hawkins' visitor. The Shambler.
Sanders.
Shambler?
Pull yourself together.
Without her, it's no longer possible to save me.
Does that mean the gas is fixed?
No!
Sanders!
Ah! What's going on? That was wild.
What the hell?
Was blood just arbitrarily squirting out of him? We shouldn't have seen that.
This is insane. What killed him?
You saw a man just floating around, and that's all you can say? I'm not sure this is how I'm supposed to escape. All the doors are locked. Maybe this is how you're supposed to escape, and I just happened to go the right way.
Damn! The gas! Oh.
What?
My head.
Later. We need to move on.
All right, that was chapter 5. Pierce woke up in an asylum installed in the cellars of the Riverside Institute. He met Dr. Colden, a female friend of Bradley, who helped him escape. Wandering through the corridors of this place, where Dr. Fuller reigned supreme, Pierce was able to talk to a man called Francis Sanders. Before dying in full view of the detective, he accused Sarah Hawkins of being the cause of his torments. Pierce finally left the accursed building, accompanied by Bradley and Colden. The companions in misfortune decided to use the Hawkins mansion as a hideout. What is happening? What? Yeah, what?
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink.
I need a drink so bad. Francis Sanders knew Sarah Hawkins so well that he accused her of being the source of his suffering. The man gouged his eyes out with his own hands and smeared the walls of his cell with esoteric symbols. He seemed to be obsessed with a shambler linked to Sarah Hawkins. He died before my eyes in circumstances I cannot explain. Strictly speaking, I didn't spend much time in the hospital. When I woke up, I was immediately transferred to the cellars of the Institute, a sort of clandestine asylum where Dr. Fuller carried out his experiments on patients without being troubled. Unknown machines sit beside anatomical drawings that are disturbing, to say the least. I just managed to escape from this place. I might not have as much luck as another time. And we gained a point, so we've got 6. So we can max out investigation, or we could bump up strength, spot hidden, or eloquence. Let's do this one. Oh my gosh. Yes, I gotta validate. Alright. We also have gained... The weirdness of Francis Sanders' death went far beyond anything Pierce had ever seen. Lifted off his feet by an invisible force, the poor man's body was carried in the air before being thrown violently against the bars of his hiding place. Pierce, powerless, watched the limbs break and Sanders' body crumble to the ground. During long moments of agony, the detective saw nothing that could explain this event. Weakened by his wounds and the operations he could remember undergoing, Pierce begins to question his ability to tell the difference between reality and the nightmares that haunt him. Angry, have you seen the latest Stranger Things season? Someone cleaned this place up. Place is looking a lot better than it did. Except for that broken ladder. I ran out of Mountain Dew syrup? Dang. I'm so sorry.
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the
Why are we
force,
looking
but
to the side?
that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
I saw people in hoods. They had stolen Mrs. Hawkins' paintings.
Who are you talking about? Why would they do such a thing?
I don't know, but they were a threat. They've taken over the caves under the mansion. They were performing some kind of ritual. One of the entryways was under Charles Hawkins' office.
We suspect Mr. Hawkins of being involved.
My patients believe the old islanders used to worship primitive sea gods. Could they be the focus of the cult?
Am I hearing this right?
So you think me gullible?
No, not at all.
What else did you uncover, Mr. Pierce?
I have flashbacks. They haunt me.
What did they do to you?
There was that Dr. Fuller and a nurse. Blood everywhere. My legs, the pain, I couldn't bear it. I was screaming. They injected me with something. I woke up at the Institute. Bradley was there.
And how you scared us. You seemed demented.
You likely woke up during the anesthesia. No wonder those memories haunt you. What in God's name were they doing to you?
What happened afterwards?
When I woke up the second time, I was in a padded cell. That's where you found me, Doctor. After you released me, I got a good look at what's in store for the patients of the Riverside Institute. Hallucinogenic gas pumped into the cells. An infernal machine. Horrific medical experiments.
Impossible. Dr. Fuller would never do such a thing.
You should believe it, Ethan. What Mr. Pierce saw is precisely what I've been trying to prove. Did you discover anything else?
Is this the woman who destroyed your front butt? I don't think she's got the same hair. I can't remember. We only saw her once, right? I don't remember. So I'm not sure.
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins, and that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
She's too old. The other one looked fresher.
I didn't see what, but something was there with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
You have a preference there, Angry? I'm prone to pick the truth.
He's right. We can't ignore the truth.
But it could drive her mad.
No!
Better madness than ignorance. Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
You would have picked that one. Wait, I had a chance to talk to both of these. Oh, can I still do it?
Let us go now and learn the truth about what's happening on this island.
That's it? I had a chance to talk to them in the dialogue choices before.
The other night's events are still confused in my head.
Alright. Well, we lost the chance to talk to them. Dr. Fuller reigns as the undisputed master of Riverside Institute and of its cellars, in which he carries out illegal experiments on his patients. I don't know what he's done to me, but I shouldn't be back on my feet so soon after my fall when the tunnels under the Hawkins mansion caved in. This man is dangerous, and I'd swear that he knows more about all this business than he's willing to tell.
The other night's events are still confused in my head.
Yeah, last time we took a drink, it said it's going to affect our destiny. I don't need that going on. See, I don't understand what's going on in this game. Is there anything to search? I think we can just leave. Yeah, let's just leave. Pierce, Colden, and Bradley decided to team up to solve the Sarah Hawkins case. They have a new trail to follow. Francis Sanders, an art collector, a friend of the painter, who died right in front of Pierce. The detective goes to his house in order to speak to his widow about the shambler that the unfortunate man mentioned before he died. Shambly. Angry, what are you going to do? You're out of Mountain Dew syrup. Now what are you going to do? What choices do you have? Lemon juice? You can't just drink lemon juice. That's not a replacement for Mountain Dew.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well,
oh, there's Kat. There she is.
Here.
See, her hair is quite a bit different. And she looks fresher.
You know each other?
We met briefly. Time enough to iron out a few matters. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, Detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker.
Miss Baker?
This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
Kat Baker.
May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday. I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings.
There's a typo there.
Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he?
Angry.
Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
I can't even choose this one because I don't have high enough psychology.
I expected to find you more grief-stricken than this by the death of your husband.
I do not like the tone of your allusion, sir. I had long months to weep every tear in my body, and to accept, if not my fate, at least that of my husband. And so I'm sorry to disappoint you if you're expecting more hysteria and grieving widow in my voice. Rest assured, however, my anger is real. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes. Did you not do anything to help him?
So, lemon juice with a particular flavor of soda, or as the soda? And does Heck know about me and Kat, because she's got Baker. I don't hook up with video game characters, no. Let's test eloquence. Let's see what happens.
Mrs. Sanders, I understand your grief, and I extend my deepest condolences to you. But I had nothing to do with the death of your husband. I've just arrived on Darkwater. I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
The death of the Hawkins family? You mean it was not an accident? This accursed island knows only tragedy after tragedy. You too would be advised to flee it like the plague. Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
I deduce that your husband already mentioned this dimensional shambler.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it...
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Why do I get one chance or two at these conversations? And then I can't have any more conversation. That's it. That's it. Let's see. So, soda is in sparkling water. You make the soda with the lemon flavor. Isn't sparkling water also just called soda? Soda always flavored. So, old times, back in the old times, yeah, soda water was just carbonated water. But since the old times, since we always add flavor, pretty much soda, at least in my realm of life, I always assume it's flavored. But yes, it can be meant as just plain, like sparkling water.
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
Photograph of Sarah Hawkins next to the Sanders. They must be close.
Did she really care for him after all?
Dear Madame, I acknowledge receipt of the letter in which you demand the body of your deceased husband. I'm sorry to inform you that I cannot agree to return his body to you. At the moment of his interment, you signed a discharge allowing me to dispose of his body as I see fit. I extend my deepest condolences to you. This is that's Dr. Fuller, and he won't let, I forget the names, dead guy's body come back. Okay.
Frances Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even?
Maybe. Just from that cup. You picked that up, buddy.
A house of artists. A house of artists. Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler. Finally. What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting?
Oh, it is. Yeah, it's a duplicated short piano. That's what they sell on this Darkwater Island. Short pianos.
He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom?
That's the Shambler. It's kind of greasy.
Was she jealous of Sarah Hawkins? She first refused to sell the painting. How did that make her feel?
Ouch! That hurt me. Oh. That hurt
The
him.
Shambler. I need to see it.
I'd love to see the Shambler. Oh. I'm making music. It bit in his eyes? I thought he was scratching his eyes out while he was looking at it. Maybe I wasn't watching that close enough. Excuse me while I wander about your house. This second volume in the series covers everything from gas gangrene to trench nephritis. In addition to a precise and detailed study, the book presents some avant-garde theories. The incredible complexity of this book reserves it for medical experts. Allow me to just randomly look at your... What is that? You look at that? It's got a tongue sticking out? Weird horns? What is this? This place is terrifying. Oh man, I want that magnifying glass. I can Sherlock Holmes this baby. Whatever. Have I ever used strength in any of this game yet? I thought you're supposed to like bust through doors with your strength. Imagine having a house like this. Hey, that's a happy little mountain. That's definitely a Bob Ross right there. What do you think? You think that's kind of a Bob Ross? That's not.
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
An audio recording that Francis Sanders left for his wife, Irene. It's close. I mean, come on. It's not the best. I mean, of all the things here, I think that's the closest to it. Oh, this might be. Oh, this might be a Bob Ross. He always has. Well, yeah, his were definitely better, of course. But he always had like a mountain. Always, didn't he? Like almost always. Yeah. Well, the trees might be just the blurry bits.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it
All
might
that
be too late for me.
dark stuff.
Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage.
Okay.
Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids. Each time I shut my eyes. I can't take any more. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
That accursed gallery. Those accursed paintings. That accursed Sarah.
Accursed!
Irene, I made a mistake.
It's the same thing.
I fear that it might be too late for me.
Can I get more?
Nobody
Maybe I can get
should
more.
enter, except to burn everything.
Ah!
I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head.
I mean,
I see him
I would suspect
behind
all
my
this
eyes.
right here is trees.
each time I shut my eyes.
They're really bad, and because it's just a blurry garbage painting in a video game. But this one has better looking trees.
Can't take any more.
So maybe this one's a better
Can't
Bob
hold him
Ross.
back. Forgive me.
I already saw that one. You bought duplicates. You got swindled. This is early Bob Ross. From his first series. All right. Hey. How's it going, cat? Why'd we do that? It's the work of a student in book form, although the observations are relevant. They lack the expertise of an experienced physician. However, the questions asked allow us to imagine new ways of exploring human anatomy. More medicine.
I could use one of those.
How many sleeping pills do we need in this game? Oh my gosh.
Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
I beg you to give up all hope of ever owning this accursed painting. If our friendship has any meaning, For you, please spare me the weight of guilt. I cannot be the architect of your fall. I beg you, my dear friend, forget the shambler. She tried to protect him. Baker, I saw my isotonic syrup. Grapefruit and lemon flavor. What happened to my shirt? Has my shirt been doing this the whole time? But it's not sugar-free. Okay. Do you mostly drink sugar-free?
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
This volume spends some time on Reverend Wickwood's community. His wife expresses her worries about the strange dreams that the Reverend's congregation are having since their arrival on the island. Some members of the community, her husband included, began to speak of their vision as a messenger sent by God. She is scared that they will suffer the same fate as the lost tribe. We just grab stuff and take it. It's fine. My gosh, it's a strength! A strength check! A key! Yay! Would you read the book? Well, that's really informative. I don't know what the book says! I can't even read the cover! Yeah, I'm gonna read the book. Ooh. It's a kind of a encyclopedia of monsters, or monstrous and unknown creatures. I'm beginning to believe that they exist. Did that... Oh, affected my destiny. Oh, no. Since I started my workout, I'll try to drink just 1 can of cherry Coke, and that's it for sweet stuff for the day. Sugared or sugar-free cherry Coke? It's the Necronomicon. It kind of does look like that, but it would have been nice if it told me what the cover was before I chose to read it.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
Your mom.
I have a well-off client in Boston who heard about the death of Francis Sanders and wanted me to size up his estate before making an offer to his widow.
Perfect, Detective. The pretext, the body language, I would have bought it if it was the first time I'd seen your face. You're a good talker, Pierce. Your story will do for the moment.
And you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
I'm here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say? Not now, sweetheart. I'd like to read this without some snoop looking over my shoulder.
Sugar-free, or sugared cherry Coke. Sugar-free doesn't taste good. I do like cherry Coke regular. I don't like Coke Zero cherry Coke.
A strange Amerindian pendant.
It's a dream catcher. That's a dream catcher. Not the weird crap you found before. The sticks. The hangy sticks. Wait, what? Did all this stuff just appear? The Whale and the Cod, or A Brief History of Darkwater by... Okay, whatever. Did I miss all these, or did they just, like, appear here?
Go take a hike, Detective.
Screw you, lady. If you're waiting for the waiter, aren't you the waiter now? Think about it. That's true. I'm the waiter now. Is this to hide? What's gonna happen in here? What are we hiding from? Oh my gosh, look at this place. It is enormous.
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
How do you know? There's no information about him. Ugh. Did he just That's all? Oh, look at the face. Is that a Cthulhu face with a child? Ah! I don't like the look of that. Ew. Good gravy, man.
The public entrance to the gallery.
I got more oil. I try not to use that lamp anyway. I'm only gonna use it when it's like super scary times. Did he just again? Where are your eyes? Gross. Oh, check this out, Angry. Look at those two. Yikes.
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
He's trying to sing the song from the crowd.
The man transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
Once there was this kid who got into an accident and didn't go to school. And I can't. How do you go that deep? Come on. He finally came back. His hair had turned from black into bright white. I know it's I like it. I like that album. Actually, I have it. More oil? Why so much oil? That's a demon right there. Is that a duck? Are you strangling a duck? Or hugging a duck? Alright, it's time. Let's get shambly. That's why there's lamp oil all over the place. It's gonna get dark and we're gonna have to like hide from something in here. I don't like that. Ugh. Ew. That is shambly. Noob, it's getting scary. It's true. Oh. Look down. Don't look up. Don't look up. You don't want to see that.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, what was that? Ooh. check our sanity. Pierce read an ancient treatise, the Malleus Bestiarum. The bestiary makes an inventory of numerous creatures from the occult world or parallel dimensions. The very nature of its knowledge makes it an unholy book. By reading it, Pierce lost some of his sanity. Oh, that's nice. It's clear that she holds Sarah Hawkins responsible for the death of her husband. What I don't understand about Irene Sanders is the mix of sadness and insensitivity. It looks like she had given up on her husband long before his horrid death in the cellars of the Riverside Institute. Here's the Shambler. It comes from the dark, inhospitable dimension where the rarity of food sources keeps it in a state of permanent starvation. This is why it is in a constant state of readiness to travel to other dimensions in order to feed on its inhabitants. Make sure you never weaken the veils of your dimension, otherwise you risk attracting this very dangerous creature. Should this happen, you just have to lay eyes upon it for its being to anchor itself in your dimension and to allow it to rip you open with its claws. What? Should this happen, you just have to lay eyes upon it for its being to... I don't know what that's trying to say. She looks old for 41. We definitely look fresher. Oh yeah. We're fresh meat. Men will gather the knowledge through the lines dictated to me by the old great ones, but also in other volumes, the visions that assail me whisper me names and silhouettes of mystical creatures. Soon the Malleus Monstrorum, repository of all anatomical, cosmic, and dimensional knowledge, will be seen as the authoritative work. This book, unholy among the most accursed books, will one day be the final rampart between man and the predators that are waiting to devour him, hidden behind the veils of parallel dimensions. Oh, that sounds nice. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, and we picked up some cylinder and the key. And we picked up some knowledge. It's time to knowledge this. Knowledge, and some sleeping pills, blah, 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 other garbage, blah. Okay. I don't know where the freaking closet is. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. There's no objective. It's right there, dude. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I know it's gonna eat me because I don't have anywhere to hide. Yeah, that's gonna work. It saw me go in. No! Ooh. Was there an objective? Am I just supposed to like... Wait, can we skip this?
What the hell was that?
Can I leave? Nope.
I can't even touch it.
Ah! Am I gonna get in there in time? It didn't see me! I got in there before it saw me!
What the hell was that?
Definitely smells my fear. Like, there's not any good places to hide. There's 2 closets. And you get scared in the closets. Oh, I gotta reset all these too? Are you serious? I read all these. Well, I'm not gonna do it because we're probably gonna die again. F. Oh, maybe I can get a dagger. Okay, I'll try to look through the cases.
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
Good call, Angry. How? How would I use it? I don't... It's not like I have an attack button. Would I jump out now and attack it? No, there's no QTE. All I could do is, like, block. Is there? Maybe there is an attack button. I just don't know what it is.
What the hell was that? Maybe I can use this dagger.
I don't have time to practice using it. I thought when he got close it'd give me some sort of a prompt. Maybe stab the paintings. Bones? Aren't you at your thing? Oh, stab the painting. Good call. I could try to go up to the painting. That's supposed to be my son just sneaking around. But he's supposed to be at his song place. Should I run up to it? Maybe we'll just run up to it. I'll dink around. We probably have to do it multiple times.
This dagger didn't.
heck, dude? Your event hasn't started yet. Okay. I don't know how close this thing is. Does light hurt it? Leaning doesn't even help me here, Angry. What did he say when I stabbed it? I wasn't really paying attention. Oh, he said wrong dagger. Crap. What the? Where is he?
Damn it! I have to use a specific dagger.
I don't know which one. There's so many effing daggers. It's stupid. Just Google which one it is. This is dumb.
What the hell was that?
Which ones have I used?
That maybe I can use this dagger.
I'm just gonna try daggers and die probably.
Damn it! This dagger didn't work.
Does light like hurt him or anything? Did I use that one? I don't remember which ones I've used. You can tell how it looks if I ask kindly. Angry, please tell me how it looks. I don't have time to even look at them, man.
I have to use a specific dagger.
Twista has 2 horns, so it's not this one. I don't know where I'm gonna find it. I really don't have a lot of time to sit here and look at them. Does that have 2 horns? I don't even know, man. What the F is this? This one?
This dagger looks different.
It is different. Oh, it glows. Nice. Don't let him grab you, you idiot! Get back in your hole! Oh, now you're contaminated. Stab it. Do it. That was definitely not a Bob Ross. That's true.
You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
Sanders was right. This painting is cursed.
What are you talking about?
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
I ran, screamed, broke a pane of glass. You were in the next room and you didn't hear a thing.
If I hadn't heard a thing, I'd still be in the other room. The door was blocked. I got in as soon as I could. I like to look after my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
I'm keeping it.
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
For this really obscure, tiny island, they got a lot going on. They got an antiques dealer. Come on. Yeah, and there's no mountains in the background. That was definitely not a Bob Ross.
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Go to Drake,
Take it as
sweetheart.
payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I still got things to settle with Irene.
That might be a Bob Ross from his dark days. I don't know. Oh, now she's crying. Chapter 7. The Shambler turned out to be much more than an artwork painted by Sarah Hawkins, as a huge creature came out of the painting to attack Pierce. After a hard fight, the detective managed to send it back into the painting. He later discovered that the dagger he used to repel the creature had been sold to Sanders by a man named Algernon Drake, owner of the Nameless bookstore. Pierce decides to pay the library a visit. His depression phase, perhaps. Actually, I understand that that's why he did paint, was to kind of fight that sort of struggle, or something to that effect. Okay, what time is it? We can definitely do this chapter. We might be able to do this one and another. Depends on how long the chapters are. How many chapters are in this game? Just curious. How many chapters in Call of Cthulhu? 14, so this will be halfway when we get this chapter done. Oh, Angry
Where's
just did
the
it.
bookseller?
Thanks, Angry.
Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
It's practical work written by Sigmund Freud for psychologist. Did somebody not type or edit this? Written by Sigmund Freud for psychologists. Describes the techniques of analytical interpretation of dreams. The analysis must follow several rules, especially that of free association, a principle announced by Freud at the end of the 19th century. It treats dreams as a way of revealing buried desires. I cannot believe that this theory is applicable to my nightmares. Nightmare.
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
The pastor declared himself to be the prophet. He renounced God and worshipped a strange pagan entity with a monstrous appearance. The wife tried to reason with her husband, but in vain. He was convinced that he must listen to the voice in his head because it holds the truth. Who's this pastor? Is this some sort of weird side story? In the 19th century, as the American whaling industry reached its peak in the rest of the world, whales gradually disappeared from the water surrounding Darkwater. This phenomenon appears even more mysterious because up till then, the region was a favored refuge for cetaceans. In 1847, after months of pursuit, Scylla returns to port with a gigantic creature on board. Its crew asserts that the sea monster had eaten all the disappeared whales. After a night of ferocious combat, the survivors managed to drag the beast on the whaling ship. It was a whale of a tale. More oil. Still haven't really needed to use the lantern. Even a few years back, it was possible for a single practitioner to know all the medical knowledge of his time. This book, which concludes the series, shows that this is now virtually impossible. About 10 renowned doctors took part in putting together this collection. There's too much medical knowledge to know. That's why we have specialists. I'm a specialist. As precise and illustrated with as much detail as the first volume, this book focuses on healing surgeries specific to malformations and motor disorders. I'm just stealing books, man. Sorry, I'm a little bit of a klepto. I can't just stop nipping things.
What happened here?
When I go into other people's places, I just like to grab things. It's fine.
Let's start over. Where did they break in? Blood. Seems like amateur work.
Yeah, it does. If we had the magnifying glass, this would go so much more faster.
Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably.
One footprint tells you a tall man left it. Okay. Why can't I? Oh, I can.
No sign of struggle.
It wasn't angry.
If the burglar smashed this jar. It wasn't
I'd have been angry.
intentionally. Was he hurt then?
I hate trying to find where it's making me look. Did I see one over here? I can't go in there, right? Can I go in here? Oh, nice.
What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What killed all these animals?
Those are just roaches. And a rat. Oh, a couple rats or mice.
What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work?
Burglar.
What the? Charles Hawkins? Looks like the symbol rejected Hawkins. Where did I see it? What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess?
It just repelled
Sarah
me.
Hawkins helped hide something in this safe.
That might be the Necronomicon.
Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
Whoa. Now I'm in here. Normal clues, normal clues. Ooh, more sleeping pills.
Everyone on this
Yes!
sleeping pills?
Yeah, is everybody?
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
This key that bears the Elder Sign is the only one able to protect your psyche. It is in the form of a cylindrical medallion hanging at the end of a heavy chain. Hundreds of years ago, the star and the branch whose purpose is to push back the forces of the great old ones were engraved at its center. Everything points to it being Charles Hawkins that tore it from its last owner, an Egyptian antique dealer. In press cuttings that mention the misdemeanor, the date of the robbery coincides with the last of Hawkins' trips to Cairo. It remains to be seen whether he knows of the true purpose of the artifact. Try to find it. Alright. That painting frame gets me a little see-through in some places. Okay, let's keep looking at the clues.
Drake left
That would be a
instructions
secret
on
clue,
how
if
to find
anything.
the combination of his safe.
Oh. Instructions. If somebody finds these memoirs, there will be no doubt that I am in serious trouble. My last and only hope is that my body and bones are still in this plane of reality, in order that they be recovered and burned. Who's Drake? Who is this Drake? Do I even know who this is? The funeral urn must be given to my dear mother if she is still of this world. The following message is of capital importance. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acuity as sharp as mine can hope to gain access to my most precious possession. It lies within my safe, and the clues to the combination are to be found in 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combine in the Greek world. Life and study combine in the Greek world. Each cylinder is numbered, even if, as the celebrated author says, order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of the imagination. Indeed, despite my preference for organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. If by chance a person, or should I say a genius, was to match my intellect and find the combination of the safe, I would ask that they deliver its content into the safekeeping of my friend and colleague Professor Armitage of Miskatonic University. The content of the safe is not only a vast digest of knowledge, but also a weapon that is far too dangerous for it to fall in the wrong hands. I hope that you will be able to appreciate the danger that this represents, and that you will act accordingly. In any event, I will neither be there to guide you nor to suffer from your actions. So we need to find the numbered cylinders. Okay, have I found any? I thought I found something that was a cylinder. The least that can be said about this book is that its title is well conceived. The illustrations of human anatomy and dissection methods presented are illustrated in great detail. You have to have a strong heart or the detachment proper to doctors to consult its patients. Or its pages. Okay. Alright, let me go through my inventory and see what we have. Let's check my sanity. The Shambler. It is in Francis Sanders' private gallery that Pierce discovers the identity of the Shambler, a huge artwork painted by Sarah Hawkins. When Pierce approached it, a creature burst forth from the painting and immediately chased after him. This beast from another dimension has such a hold on the mind of a person who finds himself in its presence that a simple glance in its direction is enough for Pierce to lose some sanity. Pierce finally managed to send the Shambler back into the painting using a dagger engraved with a strange symbol. But this encounter has left its mark on the psyche of the investigator. Still under the influence of the creature, he almost stabbed his own hand. Oh, we already read Irene, but then we died multiple times. So who's this Drake, dude? Do I know who Drake is? I don't remember anyone named Drake until we got here. Is he the art dealer or the artifact man? I don't know. Sanders' house, all in shades of red and in gold, is impressive, but nothing matches the private gallery of Francis Sanders. The place is huge and entirely dedicated to his passion for troubling and macabre works. The face figures are virgins, sacrificial daggers, statues of monsters, and the painting that led him to his demise takes center stage. The Shambler, a painting by Sarah Hawkins, a close friend of the couple. What happened in this room? I'll never be able to forget it. Never seen such a collection of works on magic and occultism. Algernon Drake, the owner, okay, it is, prides himself on being a luminary in the study of esoteric phenomena. The library was ransacked during an attempted burglary. It holds numerous rare or forbidden works. Its back room houses a safe protected by an ancient symbol. The recordings of my last stream has plus 30 views. Yeah, I don't understand the views count on recordings. I've never figured out what makes it happen. Yeah. You try to figure it out. I don't know if anyone knows. The Shambler comes from a dark, inhospitable dimension where the rarity of food... Oh, we already read that. I think we already read that. This exceptional dagger of Ottoman origin probably dates from the... I'm not good with Roman numerals. 16th century? No. 10... XVI? Isn't that 16? There's the Elder Sign. Yeah, 16th century? Were the Ottomans around in the 16th century? I'm not a good history person. It bears the Elder Sign on its hilt. Apparently belonged to Pargali Ibrahim Pasha, Grand Vizier at the court of... Legend tells of Pargali used the symbol on the dagger to protect the court from a creature that haunted the mirrors of the palace. What is certain is Suleiman has his vizier executed. Did he fear him after his demonstration of power? Painting was exposed in Francis Sanders' gallery, but I think the creature no longer requires it for movement and went to hunt down Sanders in the cellars of Riverside Institute. I do not know where it comes from. One thing is sure, it's starving. Did I succeed in sending it back to its world? I'm not sure. I don't know. Could have happened. You never know. Ottomans. To 1922? Really? Okay. I don't know anything about history. I don't think I picked up anything that was called a cylinder and all that stuff I just looked at. Did I? Oh, wow. Wow, there's stuff everywhere.
Arkham editions.
Ooh, Batman. No, this is Batman. Arkham, it's Batman. Collection of poems by Edward Pickman Derby, also known as Nightmare Lyrics. This collection of poems was sensationally received when first published in 1908. Derby was only 18 years old. This volume is part of the Arkham Anthology, a luxurious collection of treatises and works on esotericism and supernatural and Batman. How come we don't steal that one? We just look at it.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
Book of Esoteric Philosophy and a key text in Madame Blavatsky's Theosophical Movement, written by... This volume is part of the anthology. Okay.
Another volume by Arkham edition.
Book of Spells, supposedly written by the legendary King Solomon. It contains various rituals and invocation and rituals of curse. Reedition by Waits based on Lawrence's original. The volume is part of the anthology.
Arkham editions. Never heard of him.
Opera in 8 acts by Benvenuto Chieti Brogidera, an infamous lyrical work published in Italy in 1768, said that the opera was performed only once, resulting in an audience riot that left several dead and missing. Wow.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
A collection of long-term astrological predictions written in verse. Written by Nostradamus. Well, there you go.
Another volume by Arkham editions.
Collection of texts on different beliefs was written by a legendary philosopher. Stuff.
Arkham editions.
All right, quit being so shocked. There's a billion of them. The text claims that in the distant past, Europe and other continents were controlled by the mothers of this people, and moreover, that our alphabet is derived from the Frisian language.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
A collection of essays on American folklore and urban legends written by Albert Wilmarth, professor at the university. Okay, that was cool. Lots of Arkham asylums. I already searched this room, right?
A kind of chalice.
goblet seems to be very ancient. It seems to be made of gold and decorated with real precious stones. Do the rubies and sapphires make up a specific motif? Do they? I don't know.
Things are not looking good.
He's examining the chess game. Wait. Where are the cylinders that they were talking about that have numbers on them? Am I misunderstanding something so bad that I'm... Chess Grandmaster for sure. Just one look is enough. I know, he's like, yeah, things are in a bad place here. Apparently there's some chapter 6 clues that for some reason were not read through. Can I go through all this crap? What are you talking about? I've looked at everything in the knowledge. I've knowledged every knowledge that could be knowledged. Oh, I missed one at the bottom. I looked at all the sanities. What are you talking about? Whoops. The clues to the combination are to be found in 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combine in the Greek world. Greek. The Greek world. What? Anything in here that looks Greek? I don't remember anything particular looking Greek in here. What? All right, maybe it was inside of these.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Nothing seems Greek in that.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of them.
Quit talking about them.
How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions.
What? None of these say anything about anything being Greek.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
We had Greek before. Where? What are we talking about?
Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of him.
It has to do with these volume numbers, right? Is it that I haven't looked at the titles when I open these?
How many volumes are there in this collection?
Things that should not be.
Another volume by
Aura
Arkham
Linda.
Editions.
That doesn't seem like that's Greek.
Arkham Editions.
Corpus from Mech.
Never heard of him.
I mean Scylla in the chapters earlier. That's true.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
Isis? Is ISIS is that a Greek word?
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Azathoth.
Arkham Editions.
Solomon.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
Massa de Requiem.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Let me see if there's anything else that's searchable. Yeah, there's more stuff. Good gravy. Oh, there's the cylinders.
That Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
Goodness. Didn't I pick that up and read it already? Alright, where's his... Did I not get all 3? Was it only 2? No, it gave me 3. 1, 2, and 3. Where's his... Where do you play these? I don't see one of those... Oh, it's right here. Cylinder number 1.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Oh, that was informative. Not really.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Am I supposed to look at the chessboard for this one? What did this one tell me?
These red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed.
Oh, I know.
In divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Where was the... There was a... Oh, it was the goblet. That was in that room. For frick's sakes.
The Chalice of Knowledge.
Am I supposed to count how many there are? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 5 red. So, code number 1 should be 5. Maybe I should just remember that. The second one had to do with chess, which that's a wild clue because anyone knocks this over and that clue's gone. What did he say? Something about the White Queen?
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens
4.
as my apprehension.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
We shall refuse.
Yeah, it's
to be
4.
the playthings
There's
of
the
destiny.
Queen, and there's... Oh, there's only... Well, Is it just us still standing? It's probably 3. And the last one had to... What did the last one have to do with?
Dear friend, I thank you again.
Oh,
for
it was the
anthology of
Arkham.
The works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9.
So it's probably 9, right? Unless there's a
So These are
special...
the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
There's not a special number in there other than volume 9.
I never tire of browsing through them.
Alright, what do we say? 539. How do I... Let's see, 5... How do I go to the next one? Oh, like that. Oh, we're so smart. We did it. I know, we're so smart. That first one, though, I had no clue what I was talking about until I re-listened to it. It's like, there's no clue in here. I knew the second one had to do with the chessboard, which I thought was stupid. And the third one was clear as day. Ooh, he's Professor X. He's in Cerebro. Find the mutants. Find the mutants. Chapter 8. Wait, we're back at the Institute? In the nameless bookstore, Pierce traced the trail of an attempted burglary. He discovered that Charles Hawkins was behind the attempt. Pierce opened the bookseller's safe to find what the latter and Sarah Hawkins had hidden there. A book covered in human skin. Necronomicon, you think? Light inside. Irresistibly attracted the detective. When he opened it, his mind was projected into another body. Oh, that's why we're back in here. We're in someone else's body. That can't be good. It's the Necronomicon, right? It keeps buzzing. Am I getting achievements on my phone? My phone keeps telling me I'm getting achievements. Look how good I'm doing. Achievement here, achievement there. Look at all these achievements. Oh, did it? See, I'm not even looking at the achievements. Did it say it was the Necronomicon? Oh. Oh. Oh, you know what? You know what kind of pain it is to check achievements? I shouldn't have cleared them here. Let's see. What's the easy way to do it? Maybe on my phone? The book. Can I click on that? Read the Necronomicon. It is. It did say that. Cool. We're gonna fight the Army of Darkness.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
We're gonna have to fight Ash.
I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Very well. I'll examine him. 30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
Is he dead? He's dying. He's suffering from hypothermia, and they're really doing a good job of warming him up. It is Ash's evil's twin. Yeah, we wouldn't fight Ash. He's too cool.
Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen.
You can see a swollen abdomen there?
Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin, tender at the touch, slightly sticky.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be
We're
there.
gonna cut him open, Angry. Look.
On him at once.
Immediately.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
He's dying anyways.
I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at
Squidgy.
these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
Oh.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
He's turning into an
That
alpaca.
it's not here.
That's what you got from the need to be in
May I
water?
know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
I've seen these symptoms before. Trust me, Dr. Baker. I know what I'm doing.
I've seen suction cups on his fingers, his falling body temperature, his dehydration.
I'll point to
Had I
alpaca.
only read the report, you know what I would have concluded, Doctor.
Do I? Tell me anyway. I'm curious.
He's no longer human. These are the attributes of an animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime,
We need to
take care of
corral
your
this
own patients
alpaca
and
before he
try not to
goes
forget
wild.
Who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep mum.
Please be more sleeping pills.
An unknown medicine.
Oh.
Judging by the other ones,
Boo.
it causes heavy side effects.
So, I'm currently playing the lady that helped Pierce escape, right? I think that's who this is.
This place draws you in and never lets you go. chronic insomnia, like half the island.
Everybody just needs bedtime. They just need a little bit of bedtime. Where should I go? I don't... This place is so big.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor. Everything all right, Dr. Colden?
All is well, Elizabeth, thank you. I was making sure the water wasn't cut off yet again.
Thank God, no. The water's running. I have no desire to call Donovan for help.
Come now. Don't let that witch sap your morale.
I'm trying, Doctor. I'm trying. It's just that sometimes I imagine she shuts down the water herself, just for the pleasure of harassing me.
Her time is much too precious for these kind of petty games. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Courage.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Searching for clues. Imagine getting locked in one of those. I don't have any clue where his office is. Just open all the doors. Hey, buddy. Like a dictionary, this work references in alphabetical order all the medical sciences known and practiced in the modern world. For each of the entries, the major works and the names of the reference authorities are listed. Alright, we gotta finish this chapter. And then I'll have to be done. I hope I can finish the chapter. I'm getting all sorts... I'm really turned around. All turned around. Are we gonna have to hide in here? They got the stupid hidey closets.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do. Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office.
Now we know where his office
Rest
is.
assured.
Okay.
I'll tell him you came by.
We have to screw with the water.
Won't be necessary.
To get her out of the way.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Where are you going?
The door to the boiler room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of Donovan. Let's hope I can go through the administration office. The operating room is never accessible after an operation. This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
File is strangely incomplete and the detail on treatment is not given. It does not respect standard practice. Hey, that's our guy, Edward Pierce.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
Would you know where the key to the boiler room is?
Betty didn't put it back in its place? Well, she took it to lock the door.
I'll ask her.
Who's Betty?
Thank you.
But if I may say so, Doctor, I think that the problems of our patients are more urgent than the plumbing.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I'll see to it right away.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
Oh. What state is he in now?
You should go see for yourself, Doctor.
That didn't end up being an objective.
The boiler room key is not in its place. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Doctor, those people need you.
I'll tend to it.
Don't boss me.
Dr. Colden.
Who are you?
Do you want something?
Yes, who are you?
I think that you're needed in Block B, Doctor.
Well, I don't know where I'm at.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
Ethan.
Marie,
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
That is one ugly face.
Tell me your symptoms.
I have headaches. And I can't sleep.
Do you suffer from insomnia?
No. Look.
That guy's wearing
I don't want you to
eyeliner.
laugh at me.
Ethan, if you don't trust me, then who?
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things
It's
I've
Chalk
seen.
Lane. I think he's
It's
taking
like
too
I'm
much
turning
Chalk
mad.
Lane.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out.
Figure.
Everyone in Darkwater
Figure.
is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh. There's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
This place is so big. Where am I? What is this? Hawkins Wing. That means nothing to me.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight, and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
Are you a nurse or not? That guy's got some big old pork chops there.
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors.
Watch out that he doesn't also turn into an alpaca. I know, man.
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
We've got an alpaca situation on our hands. Got it!
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait. She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable, but Fuller was able to save her kidney. Mrs. Sanders?
She's dead.
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
Fowler describes the state in which Irene Sanders entered the Riverside Institute, as well as the treatments administered. Fuller added a handwritten note. He recommends to take her down to the psychiatric wing in order to provide her with the quiet and rest that she needs. Wait, is that the wife of the guy that died to the Shambler?
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, the wife of the guy that got murdered.
Yes, it's
in
Dr.
prison,
Golden.
or
Tell me
in the
what
basement.
It's the old
In
whaling
sanatorium.
station. See?
The one that hides the smuggling business.
Oh no, not them. They don't go on that side of the island. Everyone in his place. The captain on one side, Cat on the other, and me. Well, I've been to the whaling station, I have.
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back.
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out. I'll just sleep a bit more.
She's the wife of the guy that was floating around getting killed, right?
Doctor, please. My chest.
His diffusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation.
Venticular!
Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
My work here is done. Nobody cares about you.
Hay fever. What's he doing here?
The alpaca's gonna come out of his chest. They'll kill us all! Oh, this is where we started from. Okay.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan?
The pseudoscientific work by Cesar Lombroso correlates the individual's morphology with his criminal predispositions. The seriousness of the study, the accuracy of the demonstrations can deceive an uninformed reader.
Listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl.
You naughty
And the
girl.
answer is
We've
no.
been waiting to be restocked
You
for
can imagine
weeks.
She doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on. Oh well, at least we won't have to.
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
Yeah. But they're right on for alpacas.
Just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real
Alright, where's the
shock.
boiler room? The men's bathroom, administration.
Everybody says it.
Where?
She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up.
Where was the boiler
Who
room?
pays? What a pest. It's so unfair. Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag.
Where in the... Alright, boiler room. Da, 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 da. Is there anything fun in here? Nope. Oh my gosh.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Oh, for... Where? There's tools right there! I don't remember seeing any tools. Oh, gosh. Anyone see
The operating
tools?
room is never accessible after an operation.
Does it feel like a tool room?
Doctor, those people need you at the dormitory.
I'll tend to it.
Tools. I need some tools. Where would tools be? Would it be in the washroom that she was cleaning? Wait, what's this room? This looks like a room for tools. Oh, there's a secret clue in here. I can't even close this door. Frick, there it is. Now where's the boiler room? It's a monkey wrench. We did one of those on Monkey Island.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
I was never here. I was never here. Now where's Fuller's office? Okay, I need to get her to say that the water's off.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Hey, water's off.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch.
She's a witch!
Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
Oh, well, I meant the game, yes, but yeah, it was not on Monkey Island, it was on Fat Island. Jeez. Why are you going that way? Oh, she's right there. Goodbye! Whee!
At last. The missing files must be hidden here. The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders.
A rare mental illness. Subjects display mental disorders linked to an exposure to works of art. Is that actually real? That'd be interesting. There's nothing else to search. We've looked at everything. What is going on? There are no... What the frick? Nothing's lighting up. Am I blind? Files.
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
What?
I've unlocked something.
That was luck.
Patient files.
Cylinders hid inside Fuller's office. He recorded his thoughts about one of the many
I was right.
Hey, I got the goods, Angry. I'm so smart.
Session number 17. Patient? Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted.
This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here?
Ew.
It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
supposed to find a bunch of secret clues.
Why is Ethan on medication?
Because he's a weirdie? Why is there a shoe in a drawer? That's the big question.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
How does one reenact things like this? The shoe!
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection. I must go back to the basement.
I thought this chapter would be over. Oh, I can't leave.
I should go another way.
To this door. Go down in this psychiatric wing. I don't even know what that is. Ooh, who are you? Is this it? Am I supposed to be sneaky? That's some weird clopping. Clop, 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 clop. Oh no. We died.
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
Oh no! He injected us! Sir Hawkins was a professional alpaca trainer. What a twist of events!
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around.
It's Drake!
Slowly.
I'm gonna become an alpaca too?
Talk, filthy thief! Oh, I swear I'll shoot!
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead.
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book.
That was easy.
Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
I'm not occultist enough.
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colden. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait. No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
Sure.
All right. All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go! Rescue the doctor!
Thank you, Drake.
That should be the end of the chapter, right? Yep. All right, let me read it. The book projected Pierce into the body of Dr. Colden. The detective watched helplessly as Bradley's friend carried out her inquiry. Confronted with the experiments of Fuller, she got into his office and discovered that the director of Riverside Institute was hiding information on, if not the body of, Sarah Hawkins. No, I'm not talking to you. But she was discovered by Fuller. Pierce must save her before it's too late. Well, guess, but he'll die too. Well, remember, the police officer died, but he didn't. So, this guy might not die either, or die and not die. Or not die and then die. I don't know. So, either way, we probably have to watch a cutscene here, maybe. Yep. The policeman's an alpaca in disguise. No! Alright, game saved.
I pray that Colden is really here. And alive.
Cool.